Welding, welder, Water-2 face shield, which provides protection from UV, IR and toxic gases. Electrode, electrode holder, supply current carrying cable. This can be working piece, ground clamp, ground cable, and portable welding transformer. Different type of weldings: butt welding, spot welding, seam welding, flash welding, TIG welding, MIG welding. Here also welding deposits are very uniform. Gas welding deposits are non-uniform. Stick welding deposits are non-uniform. Frictional welding methods and computerized welding methods. Finally, after completion of welding joint, the joints are inspected by radiography test. This is film-based test to inspect the joints whether there are any internal cracks or not. If there are any internal cracks, this joint is rejected and joint has to be made again. Basics of weldings and few important welding methods. Portable welding transformer. This can be oil type, dry type, or capacitive or electronic type. This is basically voltage step down but current step up transformer because higher currents are required to melt down the welding electrode. Capacitor is connected on the primary side in order to increase the power factor because all the welding loads are considered as very low power factor inductive loads. The power factor can be varied from 0.2 to 0.3. Differential compound generator can also be used for welding applications. This differential compound generator is having drooping characteristics. Efficiency is approximately 50 to 60%. Best welding results. The best welding results we can get when the gap between the electrode and the welding piece is equal to diameter of the electrode. Then only we can get the best welding results. This is current carrying cable. At the end we have electrode holder and this is electrode. So this cable is definitely required, and the grounding cable which connects the working piece to the ground, and the same cable returns to the portable transformer. This cable may not be required because the portable transformer is connected to the grounding system and the working piece, this is also connected to the grounding system. So only current carrying line cable is sufficient and return cable or grounding cable may not be required. Possibility of shocks. Basically the electrode holder is on positive side of the supply. So at the time of placing electrode into the holder, care has to be taken or else welder or operator may receive the shocks. This is generally reverse polarity, whereas electrode is positive supply. The other case, that is forward polarity, whereas electrode is negative but working piece is connected to the positive supply. This is known as forward polarity. This is mainly in order to minimize the shocks. Types of material. The welding joints can be prepared between two working pieces. The material of both the working pieces is same, then that is homogeneous material. If two different materials are joining together by a welding joint, then that is heterogeneous material. If the thickness of joint increases, the requirement of current is also increases, whereas supply voltage can be constant. If the welding rods are melted down, and there will be deposits at the welding joint. These deposits are approximately 2 to 5 kg per hour. After welding, slags must be removed at the welded portion with hammers and by chipping. After that, if grinding is required, slight grinding must be done for smooth appearance. During welding, UV rays, IR rays and toxic gases are releases. So the welder must be protected from these toxic gases, UV rays and IR rays. For that, face shield is required. Basic terminology for welding. One is porosity. The type of base material we choose for welding is improper. Then the technical word for this will be porosity. That is choice of base material. Poor fusion. If the current flow through the electrode and through the working piece is improper, then the technical name for this will be poor fusion. Spot or defect. If the current flow is very high and there are observable dark spots at the welding joints, then technical name for this will be starter defect. So these are the technical names we have to remember for welding. Butt welding, this is also known as back-to-back welding. This is mainly for welding of pipes diameter up to 25 mm. This is not suitable for dielectric materials. This is mainly suitable for metals, conducting materials. The force will be applied from one direction. So the joint takes place at the junction. So this is basically butt welding. Spot welding. In this welding system, fillers and plugs both are not required. This type of welding system is mainly used in car manufacturing industries. The working pieces are overlapped and these are the copper electrodes, copper Li electrodes. Current passes through these electrodes 100 ampere to 10 kiloampere. It can be supplied for few seconds to few minutes and there will be welding at this spot only. So this is known as spot welding and dia of the electrode is under root T. Power factor will be 0.3 to 0.5 lagging. Temperature can be up to 900 degrees. So here thickness of plates, overlapped plates, it has to be very thin. And the type of welding created here is having good mechanical strength. The spot welding which we create, that is having good mechanical strength. Seam welding, mainly rollers are provided on both sides of these working pieces. The top one is also working piece, bottom one is also working piece. The welding is created in between. So the roller compresses and creates pressure and heat in between these working plates so that welding is created between these two pieces. So here the work pieces must be very clean. Airtight and gas tight joints can be created in this type of welding system. The current passes intermittently, not continuously. Here working pieces and rollers both can be fixed and both can be movable. This type of welding system is not suitable for copper alloys. Joints are not visible. Resistance welding. Operation and maintenance cost is very high. This type of welding is mainly used for welding between the steel pipes. Production rate is very high in this type of welding system. Mainly digital to analog converters or electronic based weldings are used for welding the long steel pipes. So that computerized weldings can be done in this type of resistance welding. Examples are ship welding, where welding can be done through programming. Other types of weldings, arcing welding, gas welding, metal weldings. These are other types of weldings. In case of arc welding, arc blow is a defect. This is mainly appears when the type of supply is DC, AC also. So mainly this is because of DC supply. Tungsten arcing welding. This welding is mainly used for aluminum alloys. The type of gases used is argon. Argon is a inert gas so that there will be no oxidation effect. So flux and fillers are not required. So for arc welding, this data is similar to arcing heating. 80 volt, 60 volt, 30 volt, 3500 degrees Celsius, 5500 degrees Celsius. Current is 100 to 350 ampere. Gas welding, type of gases are used are acetylene and oxygen. Gray iron is also type of gas welding. Metal based welding types MAG, MIG, TIG, MAG. So these are metal based weldings. In case of airplanes, mostly we go for riveting system and less quantity of welding. In case of rails, the type of welding we used to join two rails is thermite welding. In case of boilers, where the temperatures are very high, we use electron gun based welding.